Alright, what's up guys? You guys know the drill. It's Tony here, and today we're going to talk about AP items, just literal translations, and you know, if I feel like it, I'll explain when to buy it, but again, my itemization video is in the links below. Click the playlist and you can just watch that to learn more about what to buy when. But here is like a literal translation. So let's get started. This is the AP book. Gives you 40 AP, not much to say. This gives you mana regen, 8% cooldown reduction, 20 AP. The cooldown reduction is nice, so you can buy this earlier. AP, 5% cooldown reduction, 4 mana per second, and 80 AP. Not much to say, it doesn't build into things usually. This is an error because it should not be an AP, but anyways, it's 400 HP, 400 mana, and it has the small Omni Arms passive, which is in the next 5 seconds, your auto will do 50% bonus AD and 30% bonus AP, and does magic damage, 2-second cooldown. It's pretty nice. Omni Arms does physical bonus damage, this does magical, so I like to buy this you know, before the other components of Omni Arms. It's not bad, I like it. It's 730 gold, right? Okay, so moving on to actual items that matter. Well, technically this matters too. This is a Spoopy mask from AOV. It's 1,000 gold. It's sorry, I can see that my screen is blocking, but whatever. 1,000 gold, and it gives 70 AP and 300 HP, and it gives 75 magic pen. So this is a nice early game spike. If you think about how the game works, most heroes get 170 MR by the end of the game, so you don't really have to buy this early, but if you have 88 magic pen on your Arcana on this, you're pretty much set to do true damage. This is a Phoenix tier from AOV, but the difference is it doesn't give AP, it gives 400 HP and mana. And the passive is the same after leveling. In the next 3 seconds, gain 20% HP and mana. The issue with this item is that, like I said, it doesn't give AP, so you don't buy it in this game, unlike AOV. And also, raw Orb of Maga gives different stats, but I'll explain later. This is Vlad's Impaler, 1240 gold, 75 AP and 10% cooldown reduction, and it gives you 20% magic lifesteal. So compared to the big book, which costs twice as much, and it gives, you know, just 5% more lifesteal, this is like good enough, you know. You don't have to buy this most of the time. Okay, moving on to big ass items, tier 3 items. So let's start with this is the new Reyes. So there's 2 Reyes in this game. One is the Reyes that gives lifesteal, but doesn't give you a magic shield. And this one gives you the magic shield that Reyes has. So it's 2,000 gold-ish, 180 AP, 600 mana, 15 mana per 5 seconds regen. And if you're below 30% HP, you remove all CC on yourself. I guess it doesn't remove arm out. I think it doesn't. It doesn't remove hard CC, but no one has ever tested because you don't, I don't know. And then you get this massive shield, which can be literally insane. It's 500 plus 1.5 AP scaling. And let's think about in a typical, not an assassin mage, but those typical, what do you call them? Poke mages. Poke mages end up with 1700 AP normally late game, and maybe even more or less, depends on your build. So let's say it's 1500, so the shield will be 2700 or 3000, and you have around 7000 HP. So it's almost half your fucking HP bar. And when you have this goddamn shield, you get 30% bonus move speed, lasts for 4 seconds, and the cooldown is 90 seconds. So there's a lot of heroes who don't really buy this like as their build, but when you're doing late game swaps, like when you do Arctic, you can do Arctic Orb into this, or Arctic Orb into Blade of Eternity, Guardian Angel, and then into this. So you get like 3 lives, and this is very good because when you're below 30%, and most likely when you have to do those swaps, you will probably be at 30% or below. So this will proc that CC, and you'll most likely live. Like if you can't live a 3-item swap with this item, then I don't know what's going on, man. You're a potato or you're fucked anyway. So yeah. Okay, so Curse of Death. No, what was it called in League? I mean in AOV. I don't goddamn know. I don't know. Anyways, 22,000 gold, 240 AP, 5% move speed, and the thing is the heal reduction. Yeah, you know the drill. If you do spells on them, it's 1.5 seconds, but if you proc it with an auto, it's 3 seconds heal reduction. But yeah, I don't remember what it's called in AOV. But the thing in AOV is I believe it gives HP, and here it gives you garbage stats. So this is a pretty hard buy in this meta. Even though when the enemies have like a lot of healing, you almost always never buy this because it ruins your other items in the build. So yeah. This is Staff of Newell, 2,100 gold, 240 AP, 300 HP, and 45% magic pen. Notice how this is 45%, and on the Last Whisper, on the Muramasa, it's 40%. This is like, yeah. You don't normally buy this, to be honest, unless the enemy is stacking MR. And there's not many MR items, so in general, a lot of people skip this. In general, you buy this next item and ignore this. The next item, 2,300 gold. It's literally Rabadon's Death Cap. I think it's even the same goddamn icon. 240 AP. It's Hecate. And then you get 35% bonus AP. So on all of your AP. So nice item. Not much to say. It just gives you a huge damage boost. This is Arctic Orb. 160 AP. 10% cooldown reduction. And you know what Arctic Orb does. You can press the button and you can't be targeted for 1.5 seconds, 9-second cooldown. You buy it because it gives you CDR, and most mages can use this, so not much to say. This is Boomstick, 240 AP, 7% move speed. And whenever you use spells, it makes a little AoE on the enemies. 50 plus 0.5 AP scaling, 5% cooldown, 5-second cooldown. It's not much to say about this. It's very good early game, gives you the move speed to roam, but mid-late game it kind of falls off, so you can consider selling it. But still, then again, gives you that 7% move speed, which is very invaluable for slow-ass mages. A lot of mages are very slow in this meta, so yeah. This is the, what do you call this? I don't know. It's the thing that slows. It's Riley's from League. 150 AP, 1050 HP, and whenever you do damage to using spells to enemy heroes, you slow them for 20% and it lasts for 2 seconds. The reason why nobody goddamn buys this item is the slow is like not really relevant, right? So there's only a few heroes that can use this, but the 20% slow is just too little. So no one's ever gonna buy this. This is a big spoopy mask, so it upgrades from this. And the thing with this is that it's just spoopy mask but better, so almost everyone buys it. It's too good. It's 140 AP, 5% cooldown reduction, 500 HP, and whenever your abilities do damage, it will also do another 8% of the enemy's current health in magic damage. And the cooldown is only 2 seconds, so which means if you do your whole combo, let's say on Tula, you can practice twice, which is actually stupidly insane. Obviously, there's a cap to jungle monsters, which is 200. And on top of all this bullshit, it gives you 75 magic pierce because it upgrades from the small spoopy mask. This is why mages in goddamn KOG are so much better than in AOV. Just with this item, you do so much more damage. Imagine you buy Boomstick first, you buy this, you do the double passive proc. You always do true damage, and you always do percent of enemy health. So you kill tanks as well. It's insane, right? So yeah, but the game is still balanced, so that's the beauty, no? Here is Apocalypse, 140 AP, 400 HP, 400 mana, 8% move speed. And in the next 5 seconds, your next auto will do 30% AD plus 80%, 0.8 AP scaling. Does magic damage, the cooldown's 2 seconds. Yeah, it's Apocalypse. Not many heroes can use it, but some will definitely need to buy it. So just follow the goddamn builds that the game recommends and you can't go wrong. This is Virtue's Necklace or Athene's from League, 1800 gold. 180 AP, 15% cooldown reduction, gives you 5 mana per second, and every second you gain 1% of your mana back. If your mana is full, you gain 1% life. Yeah, 1% life per second. And it's very nice because they nerfed the cost. It's 1800. It's super good if you buy it like early game, gives you the cooldown reduction, gives you some AP, gives you infinite mana. Gives you a lot of stats that most mages need. The only issue is it delays your core spike, like for example this and this. But other than that, it's very nice, no? So I would buy this on some mages. And this meta is quite blue reliant for junglers, but it might change. Some metas change. I can think of 4 junglers I play that don't use mana. So you don't really need to buy this if your jungler always gives you blue. This is Orb of Magi, gives you 160 AP, 600 mana, 800 HP. Still has the same passive as this, the level up HP. And you gain bonus MR and armor equal to your, what's it called? Equal to your AP times 0.2, but it can't go over 200 armor and MR. So the reason why this sucks is because in AoV it gives you HP and AP, which is the stats that Mage loves the most, I think. So this gives you just some MR and armor, which is basically useless. Well, it's useful on some heroes, but on a lot, I can't say much. This is Holy of Holies, 3000 gold, 400 AP and 1400 HP. Not much to say. It's just a late game, and almost always you don't need to buy this because you need to do some Zhonyas into Rhea swaps. Last item, 2100 gold. This is Big Rhea's, 180 AP, 10% cooldown reduction, 800 HP, 25% magic lifesteal. So as I said before, it's basically an upgrade version of Vlad's Impaler. But if you just buy Vlad's, the stats are pretty much, you know, you have all those core stats you need. You're only gaining 25% more lifesteal, right? 20% to 25. The cooldown reduction stays the same. So you just gain some of this HP. But if, for example, if I bought this, and I don't spend 800 gold, I would be having this by now, or I would be halfway on my spoopy. So yeah, just to summarize this video, most mages these days, you go this item first, or maybe this item, and then you need that armor magic pen, right? So you need to go this, so you do the double passive proc. And then you probably go this to raise your AP, or you realize you're not in a very good situation, so you buy this first. And then once you buy those 1, 2, 3, 4 basically, then your 5th item might be the Staff of Newell. But maybe some heroes you need lifesteal first, you buy this, right? Or maybe some heroes need this, some heroes need this, It depends on the hero, as you can see. So anyways, but this item is almost always core, so yeah. Anyways, what can I say? Hope this video was useful. Maybe talking 14 minutes for just AP items is too long. Let me know in the comments below if it's too much. And as usual, you can click in the playlist. There's the Google Doc. There's all the translations written down. But if you don't understand anything or want to ask about how to build a hero, just let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with, I guess it's gonna be tank items. Alright. Anyway, see you guys. Peace out.
You got me, nigga? Yeah, here we go. All right. Yeah? Yes, yeah? Yeah, okay.